Hey, you're here for our Q&A session today. We had a question from our friend Lewis in America, in Florida. The question that Lewis then came up to us with was, if you have any exercises that stimulate the feeling of relaxation so that I can work on releasing tension, that would help me out tremendously. Now, that's a very good question, young Lewis. And for a bit of background, Lewis comes from the martial arts aspect. He was training with us in Kung Fu when we were teaching in Hong Kong. And he's looking to, relax more and release tension from his body. But of course, that relates to the mind as well. And,
now, the interesting thing about the idea of relaxing is something that we tend to think about as a physical thing that our physical body needs to do. Now, that's definitely one way you can look at it. Like, for example, if you want to stretch out your muscles, or if you want to think about, okay, I'm feeling tight, my shoulders are here, now let me see if I can relax them. But relaxation has to come at a higher level if you really want it to be lasting. It's no point thinking about, I just want to let go of tension in my body if you're a wound up, highly strung person, because that tension in the body comes from a thought and emotion that persists and creates that physically throughout your body.
Yeah, absolutely. So Heather's right. If you want to really have deep relaxation, you've got to come from the mind. If you've ever felt, tension in your body, in your neck from work, or have you yourself ever, just felt physical pain from tension, or perhaps just tight muscles? Any other, problems that you've dealt with that relate to this?
With tension physically in the body, even it can affect the way that you breathe.
That's right.
Like, you can really develop, because your whole body is linked with fascia, which is connective tissue.
Yeah.
So if we're experiencing tension, let's say, even just in your shoulders, or it's gonna affect also your vital organs and the way they function. So it is really important to be open and to be relaxed within your physical body and your energy channels as well.
Yeah, so if you ever have dealt with any physical tension in your body, or even in your mind and emotions, then this is definitely a good question. So thanks again, Lewis. Now, I've been training martial arts for literally 3 decades, so like 30 years, and relaxation is a massive part of martial arts. Especially the internal, more soft, more Kung Fu styles. They want you to relax. Some want you to tense up, but nothing's wrong or right, they're just different. Now, what we mean by don't relax is that if you want to get your physical body to its highest possible level of relaxation, then you've got to go, like Heather said earlier, above it. Meaning, if you're focusing on your physical body and trying to relax it, then you're focusing on that which is matter, which is dense matter. It's physical. And you can only get to a certain level of relaxation. What we found through our experience, our own direct experience, but also in teaching students, is that if you redirect your attention from relaxation to your energy, because we live in a physical but also an energetic world. So if you go from relax the body, relax the body, relax the body, relax the body, trying to think relax, to thinking feel my energy, straight away you change the context from physicality to energetic.
And just to cut in here, the idea is that our body is a physical manifestation of everything that we've ever thought and felt, right? So if we are feeling tension in our body, we need to take it and look at ourselves in the mirror for a second and ask ourselves, wait, why am I feeling tension here? What is it that I am thinking? What is it that I am feeling? How do I interact with my day that creates this tension? Like, for example, maybe there's certain situations that we get a little anxious or stressed about, like perhaps going to work in the morning, we don't want to, and we feel a little bit down about it, and so our mental
Mondayitis.
Our mental and emotional feeling is a bit like, I don't really want to go. So how does our body respond? Not feeling great, right? How about if you feel really excited about something? How does your body respond? It responds if you're really excited and you're ready to go. So our body is a physical manifestation of everything we've thought and felt. Now, it's important to grasp that, because if you want to change the way that your body's feeling, what do you have to change?
Your mind.
Your mind. Thoughts
Absolutely.
And
So
emotions.
you're going from above down. See, a lot of the time, the big problem is in my own personal training, and a lot of people that train in internal Kung Fu and martial arts, is that we're trying to come from the ground up. We're trying to make the body more relaxed by working on the body, which is, in one context, you can say working with force. The body deals with force, equal and opposite reaction. However, if you go upstairs to the mind energy or chi or the etheric or energy, then you're dealing with power. Energy is a power source, whereas matter is a force. So power is different to force. Force requires more force to continue, whereas power is unlimited in its context. So by tapping into your energy body, I mean, that's a whole nother lesson in itself, but to put it simply, you have an energetic field or meridians. I mean, look it up. It's been around for thousands of years, and there's so much information and knowledge around it. Reiki, prana, meridians, traditional Chinese medicine, chi body. There's so much. Look into directing your focus to your energy body. Stop thinking about relaxing and start thinking about your energy body, and notice how your physical body will follow.
Now, if I can cut in here as well, the idea of your how do you, John says, direct and feel your energy body. Now, as we know, everything is energy, and every thought and vibration and feeling we have creates a certain frequency of energy. Now, like I said, if we were feeling stressed, it creates a certain frequency of energy which manifests in our body. So if we want to create more relaxed openness in our feeling, when do you feel most open and free in your body? When you're happy, when you're loving, when you're excited, when you're expansive. So a suggestion for that is to think about the energy of love, let's say, which is open through the heart.
This is like an extra tip.
Right? Think about the energy of love, and then that energy of love will manifest inside your body and then release out these blockages over time, because habits build up in the way that we move. So setting an intention, which we'll come to as well, the idea of setting an intention with your energy frequency it's kind of like a hack into the energy body.
Yeah. Okay, I see the angle now. If you've worked with Heather before, she's very non-linear, which is a great thing. I'm like, okay, we're talking about don't relax, and now she's gone off into like intentionality and the energy of love, how that makes you relax. But that's great. I mean, that's why we're a good balance. I'm very linear in some context. She goes here,
and then I'm like,
and she's like, bing, bing, bing. I had to get used to that kind of non-linear yin approach to. Yeah, I'm still getting used to it. I was just figuring it out then while she was saying, wait a second, what are you talking about? Anyway, so yes, it's right, because if you look at it from what Heather said, coming into a loving energy leads you into your energy body, because it takes you into the non-linear, into the field, as opposed to thinking directly, okay, I want to relax this body. Now, another point on that is, if you're thinking, I want to relax my body, straight away you create friction internally, because you're not relaxed. That's why you want to relax. So you've got two opposing contexts and ideas within you. So I want to relax my body, I'm not feeling relaxed, so frustration arises. However, if you once again just throw all that in the bin and just go, okay, I want to feel my energy, that's something you can just tap into and just go, okay, I'm feeling it. As opposed to it being anti something, it's pro. It's not anti-tension, it's pro-energy. So don't relax, feel your energy.
And also, I have another lovely one for you, off the book. The idea of finding your flow and having the intention, let's say, of, okay, I would love for this to happen, but I have a preference for it to happen over an addiction to the outcome. So if we have an idea of, okay, I'd like this to happen, and then if this doesn't go exactly the way that we think it should do, because I'm a personality, I like to control every step along the way, then it can create a lot of tension in our lives. So it's having preferences over addictions, let's say. Is addiction the right word to use?
Preference over,
positionality.
Preference over position. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're sitting at your table doing whatever you're doing, and you put the washing machine on, and the washing machine breaks. Now, obviously, you'd prefer it to work. I mean, I personally love when things do what they're supposed to do. So you prefer it to work. Your preference for it to work. you know, but you may have a position that I hate when things don't work and they should work and blah, 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 blah. So rather than being in a positionality of, let's say, frustration and anger about how you want things, why not just have a preference? I'd prefer that the washing machine worked, but if it doesn't, it's not going to affect my emotional state.
And then that really allows you to go in a state of like almost flow, you know, you don't kind of get blocked and caught and frustrated. It's like, okay, and then you can just work with it. And if you have the intention, you know what, maybe this is for a reason, or maybe this is a sign, maybe this is some sort of synchronicity, you know, maybe this is bringing me to something better. Maybe I'm going to wash the dishes today and I'm going to get a great lesson from it. You know, all these ideas of preferences.
You can do more dishwashing.
Over positionalities, that's a huge one to help us to relax, because it helps us to mentally and emotionally relax, which, like we said, affects the physical body.
So moving on to the last one is breathe out, release, breathe in, open. Now, if I can explain this one, is it okay?
Please do, yeah.
So this was this just came to me in meditation. I've been using it with great results. Just lie down or sit down comfortably. You know what? I'm going to guide you through it, but I'll explain what it is first. You breathe in, and as you breathe in, think about the first point we were talking about today, your energy body. So as you breathe in, you repeat to yourself, open, 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 which means open the energy channels or the meridians in your body, and that will lead your awareness towards the context and the idea of your energy body, meaning where the mind goes, energy flows. So if you're repeating to yourself, open, 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 over time you will start to connect, and your intention is the energy body, then your connection to that will develop through time. So breathe in, and you're saying open, open, open. And then as you breathe out, release, release, release. And you're releasing tension. So breathe in, open, breathe out, release. So Heather's already started doing it. Why don't I guide you through this now? And literally you can do it in 1 minute, 5 minutes, however long you like. So let's have a go at it now. So if you want, close your eyes and take some deep, conscious breaths. Just settle your mind. You don't want to try and force any particular state on yourself. Just be, just experience how you are at this moment. Take a deep breath in, and now as you breathe out, repeat mentally, release, release, release. Continue breathing, and as you breathe out again, release, release, release. And the intention is to release tension. And now as you're breathing in, breathe in and say to yourself mentally, open, open, open. And you're feeling your energy channels, you're feeling your energy body open. And as you breathe out, release, release, release. Open, open, open. Release, release, release. Open, open, open. Release, release, release. Open, 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 release, release, release. And that's it. I mean, you can do that for as long as you like. 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. How's that for you?
So nice, so simple. I love the simplicity of it. And it really is just letting go, releasing, cutting all those thoughts and letting them flood away. And then opening up, coming into that expansive feeling my chest open, feeling all the energy just flowing through. It's a really, really nice one to do. So
and you can just do that on the fly.
Yeah.
You can be, you know, walking to the supermarket and be like, open, release. Simple.
Yeah.
So thanks again for your question, Lewis. It's a fantastic one, especially for those looking to deepen their energy work, meditative practice, and also your martial insight and power. And if any other questions come to your mind at all, any of you guys out there, just email them to us. at, what's our email again?
info@johnandheathercogan.com.
info@johnandheathercogan.com. Perhaps Heather might write that in somewhere along here.
Or you can connect with us on Facebook as well.
Or write it in the comments below if you have any questions that you'd like us to answer in regards to your martial arts, meditation, or mindset training. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day or night, depending what time it is when you watch this. God bless and see you soon.